I had the audacity to film a vertical video, and then I realized, like, wait, I kind of want to put it on YouTube, and I kind of want it to be like a sit with me on the, well, I'm sitting on the ground. You pick what you're comfortable with. I don't feel like lifting it, but like a sit down with me as I eat this garlic shrimp plate that was delivered to me, because your girl has been introspective and processing a lot, and being in the house where a lot of the trauma feels stored in it doesn't necessarily help not having mental breakdowns, but I will say that it does help with the realization of what's truly inside of me and like what's been blocking me from achieving these dreams. And I want to share with how this video was started, like how I was like, I need to turn on the camera. So I had this shrimp plate and I was sitting on the ground, like looking at this freaking air mattress that I'm sleeping on in here. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna get to the air mattress in a later time, but I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for this delicious, nutritious meal. I'm so grateful. And even though it's not the best shrimp I've ever had, and even though this is not the quote-unquote best place I've lived in, and all these like expectations, you know, of like feeling like I needed to be perfect before I allowed myself to be on camera. And I've started watching this girl named My Fam, and bitch, when I tell you that this human reminds me of me, but with the courage to, like, with the courage and the motivation to like actually do the actions to do it, to be the girl that she envisions herself to be. At first, because I like watched her on a podcast and stuff, I was like, fuck, of course she had a family that like professed good things onto her. And like it, watching the video as I was eating the meal, sitting in this like, I don't even want to go down the rabbit hole, but like this house is like it's to the point where like I'm embarrassed to share certain parts of the room that were not damaged by me, but because of how the house has like been cared for. It's just been neglected, and I'm just like, I'm really processing some life shit right now, let's be real. But all this to say that even though this is like a life that I'm like almost embarrassed by, to be honest, like I feel sad when I think about how I've wanted to be unalive because I didn't feel supported by the people who brought me into this life. And I've honestly wanted to harm myself for like, you know, for as long as I could remember, just like constantly blaming myself and feeling like a victim because I grew up in a family where I wasn't in the yearbook for a couple of years because one family member was scared of my photos being published, and just like having opportunities to go to like Johns Hopkins University for a summer because I scored in the 97th percentile, but then not being able to afford it. And like maybe I'll share more about that in another video of just like choosing to start again even when your starting point is not the same as others. This realization that like, okay, so what, I wasn't raised with parents that like taught me consistency, and so what, I was like raised in a household where I like questioned my safety and like blah 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 blah. Like I've been feeling like a victim for so long. But like sometimes, or like, and there's parts of me that wished I could share past moments with you. Like I wish I wasn't so ashamed of who I was because I didn't have like the prettiest teeth, or I didn't have like the coolest things. Like I've just been like so embarrassed of my life, and like even when I had really good things going for me, I was like too scared because I felt like as soon as I shared them, someone would like, or something would like take it away from me. And I guess I didn't realize how much I've allowed that to stop me until now. So as much as I wish my younger self was courageous enough to share the pains of being human, and yeah, just like carrying the pain of feeling like you're not worthy of being seen. I feel like I'm doing this for her. I feel like I'm doing this for, and yes, I did just eat my tear to skin. But I'm like filming this and sharing this for the younger girl who like wanted to make consistent YouTube videos at a young age, but like also wanted to be unalive and like didn't know at what capacity she would be the cause of that. I hope I don't know if that was like supposed to have a trigger warning. Let me know in the comments. But it does feel really good to be okay with how I look right now, and to know that like I can be that person for myself. I'm currently working, flowing with this mentor who sent me a message that says your generational trauma also carries generational wisdom. And I don't really have how to yet, but for those of you who are too scared to express yourselves and feel like because you're 29 years young and you've suffered with self-sabotaging your whole life, that because you didn't start at the age that you wanted to, quote unquote wanted to, that like you're already too late. Let's fucking bloom in our own divine time together. That feels so good to say. I was holding the garlic shrimp for some of that, but with this dinner manifestation, I am so grateful to have, to receive, to be gifted, to be provided with the resources that allow me to thrive in my favorite designed self. Yeah, I hope. So yeah. I gotta say, after we activated the plate together just now, it tastes so much better. Like, I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm being grateful for my life, even though like I'm embarrassed about how I look and my teeth and like blah blah blah. Like, by the way, I am doing my best to be as authentic as possible and not give a fuck and blah blah blah. But like, if we're being completely real, I've been fragile to the point where but I want to be stronger. I want to be outside of my comfort zone. I feel like I know that the life that I dream of is on the other side of like conquering this fear of not being seen. And so like, really, I don't know if I've said this in other videos, but like, for real, this is like really the fucking time. And I'm not gonna give myself excuses anymore. I just want to like start off with just sharing myself with you, and I hope that there's some part that you relate with. Maybe I do plan on sharing more content of just like how I navigate the upward spiral from like a not so glamorous angle. I feel like with people that I've seen, actually, you know what, we won't really like speak in terms of generals, but I will say that we all have our starting point. But damn, dude, instead of me being upset that I didn't have like the foundation that I wanted as a child to like feel safe to express myself and blah blah blah, like, we are starting now. Motherluckers. Ooh, motherluckers, that's cute. Oh my goodness, gravy. Remember to chew. Speaking of chewing, let me know in the comments below if you eat the shell, because my friends have told me that they have more nutrients, and it reminds me to chew more. Okay. To close up this video, I want you to know that for as long as you are with me on this journey together of expressing ourselves in our most authentic and genuine nature, I want you to know that like, it's okay that it's scary, and it's okay to feel ugly, but I hope that it doesn't stop you from doing the dang thing anyway, because I feel like there's people that are just dreaming of the hope and the faith that we inspire them to have. So to a future me, you're welcome. That's funny. And yeah, to everyone else who is watching, thank you for vibing with me. You know, if you want to comment below or share a message, or like a message, a DM of like what has been blocking you that you want to release, excuse me, that'd be really cool, so that we could just like get a vibe of like realizing that it's okay to have these fears and to do it to do the thing that scares us anyways, and to just like spread our wings and fly. So I've been babbling. This is a 15 long video that I think I just want to keep. So bye.